am here back again with another amazing crew of My Time at
Whoop, whoop,
Sandlot.
whoop, whoop.
Woo!
Hey.
Yeah!
Right.
Sandrock, baby.
Oh my goodness. I thought I talked myself into like an early bedtime with block A, and then I had to wake up because I remember there is a block B. So
Mm-hmm.
we're going to go through these amazing talents. What's going to happen is they are going to say their names, their characters, and tell you one fun experience they had at My Time at Sandrock. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, since you're on this stream, go to streamly.com/my time at Sandrock and get some of these fantastic prints from these fantastic people. First off, we are starting with the man with a sick hairline and will put Barry White to shame. Anthony, tell them who you are.
Hey, everybody. Nice to see all you guys trickling in. My name's Anthony Kelly. I play Mr. Musa, the man back in Sandrock. My favorite part of the game is probably whenever I'm just helping to mentor Arvio. I really like that little bit of character development and watching this shop grow. And yeah.
I like that. Man, straight to the point. It's like, yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Next up, the person that is in their own Narnia cave of wonders and voices, Haley.
Hello,
Thomas
my name
More.
is Haley. I play Mian and Jasmine and various other NPCs around the game. And overall, I just love I just love the world. Just the being in the world just feels like you're in a painting. Just overall, it's like it's really hard to pick a favorite. So it's like, okay, what's something that's all encompassing? And it's the whole world. It's really fun, very colorful, a lot of colorful characters. Just overall.
Mhm.
Nice. Next up, we have a gentleman that looks like he just came right out of the game. My time at Sandrock, Gerald.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm Gerald Hill. I voice Justice of the Civil Corps. And man, my favorite thing about this game, in game, the characters. I love finally getting to see all of our interactions between all of our characters and how we play off of each other. But one of the biggest things, man, is I didn't know how big and great this community was when I stepped into stepped into this world. So that blows my mind every day, just seeing all the love for this game, man. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. Love that. Next up, we have the phenomenally talented person that should be in bed right now, but they are here fighting a 175-degree temperature flu with a case of the Spanish flu with a stumped toe. Adi.
Okay, no, I'm not that sick. But hi, I'm Addie Nofal, and I voice Elsie. Actually, Sandrock was my first video game that I was ever cast in, so it was a really cool experience. I mean, when I first auditioned for it, I had no idea just how big this game was and the fans behind it and everything. So it's just been a really cool experience, and just to like see my career also grow through the time from when I got cast to when it came out was really cool. So yeah, I'm just super happy to be here.
Awesome. Next up, the man with the well-coiffed hair and the original X-Man, Ryan.
Hey!
Come on down, tell who you are.
All right, I'm Ryan X. Mesher. I'm the voice of Burgess, Gustav, and a few other people around Sandrock. And yeah, I love the whole world. I love the whole story of Sandrock specifically. And being able to experience the story along with you guys, because I really didn't know where it was going. We recorded it in batches, and Burgess being able to react to things as they were coming, like what was happening with Logan, was a lot of fun.
Nice. And last and not least, the man with a beard that could probably help you in a back alley fight. Chuck. I don't know where I came up with that one.
I could probably strangle someone with it.
Chuck, hold on. Raise up your volume real quick.
Uh-oh, am I down?
Oh
How about that? Ooh, that's loud.
Oh, no. You gotta go a little higher.
Am
Push that gain up, my dude.
I am. I thought it was.
There we go.
Yeah, you keep going, keep going. We're hearing you.
Am I better now?
Hey,
There we
there you
go.
are.
All right.
Perfect.
Cooper Coop.
So Chuck, tell everybody who you
Must
are.
be a gremlin in there doing something. My name is I'm popping over here. My name is Chuck Montgomery. I am Cooper and Mysterious Man. And one other, if anybody can figure it out, I ain't gonna tell you. It ain't on the wiki. I ain't saying that.
Fair enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is part of the fantastic cast. I don't know what fantastic is. Fantastic cast of my time at Sandrock. So, first off, I want to say thank you for being here. I know that you guys are super busy right now. The fandom is popping off hard right now. My time at Sandrock dropped on so many different platforms: PC,
Hmm.
Xbox, Switch. By the way, shout out to Gerald with all his hey, that's my game pictures that he put on social media.
Nice.
Hey,
And he just love it.
man.
So because I'm gonna piggyback on that experience, Gerald. Like, how does it feel? Because a lot of you guys, it's either your first game or it's like your first project that actually of your many projects. How does it feel to be part of such a game that their fan base? It's literally they're all about it. You're talking about fan art.
Hmm.
You're talking about the shipping, and I'm not talking about a schooner either. That's a damn. Thank you for people that understood that. But tell me, how did you feel like being a part of this cast and seeing like the complete love from the community? And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat right now, we have over 40 people in the chat right now. Drop some heart, show the love for your Sand Rockers. Anthony, we'll start with you.
Okay, for Musa, so I know that coming in, the game was already in development, and I was kind of like in addition. So I had no idea really what I was walking into, and I recorded the lines and had a great time with the live direction. And whenever I was just scrolling through Twitter, just seeing like, hey, how's this fan base? Is this big? And like, I didn't even have to ask. Like, people were talking about it, and uh, with the live updates, they would say like, okay, they would put out like like with Pokemon, how it says like, who is this Pokemon? Well, a lot of times they would start adding in new characters, and it would get up to the update that I was in, and folks were starting to see like, who is this guy? Could be this guy. Oh, is it Musa? And like I started cracking a smile because I was just like, wait, people are actually paying attention to like that character, and I was like, okay, I really hope that I do him justice because I found out that he was in the previous game, so it was cool to know that people liked Musa, and I was excited just to be a part of something that people follow so closely. So it's special to see, even now, just going through the Discord. I see a lot of fans just talking about different characters. They swoon over Logan, Justice, and it's cool to see that like there's the Sandrockers are loud and proud, and they're showing love to everybody. So I appreciate you guys.
Love that. Love that. Haley.
Well, this actually, I'm a returner. I was in my time at Porsche a couple years back, and so I am returning to this game as I was the player in that game, and then here I'm, Mian and my Jasmine, and yeah, it's been really fun. It's been a lot of work, but a lot of very fun work, and goodness. Yeah, it's just been really fun. It's really cool to meet a lot of people who this is their first time being in a video game, and it's just really, really awesome to be able to, kind of help people along, or just kind of get them familiar with everything. And it's just been really fun. And yeah, I'm just excited to return to the world of my time again.
Mm.
Love that. Gerald. next up.
Oh man. Like you said, like the picture I posted, if anybody's seen it, was me pointing at my first time seeing my character, Justice. And there's just something magical about that still seems so surreal. It's like, funny story. I'm like most of us, I'm pretty sure we didn't know what we were auditioning for. And so I'm auditioning and I did a couple of characters and like it was a fast casting. I got the job and then it's like, can you start recording tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I had no time to, like, I didn't know what the game was. And I'm just like excited, right? So I show up and they send me the key art and here's this guy who looks like an older version of me. Like he got the locks and the ponytail. And I'm like, yo, what? So everybody's asking me like, oh man. So when I finally see it, you know, him in game, it was like doing a live stream and I broke down in tears, honestly. Like I'm just like, you know, this job is hard and you work hard and you grind and you grind. And so to see that payoff and to see, not only see your character, but see the way the community responds to your character, you know, and how, you know, how they accepted Justice and like my voice as Justice. And it's just like this amazing thing every day to see, you know, fan art, key art from the actual game with, you know, this dude, this sheriff on there that's, you know, happen to have my voice. It's changed my life and my career for sure, being a part of this game and part of this cast. So yeah, I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so for me, it's kind of similar. Like, Sandrock was my first game, so I really didn't know what I was getting into when I first auditioned. I just knew I had to do a Southern accent, and that was that. So, but I think it's really interesting to be cast in my first game and have a fan base already with that, because it was just already I was just excited to be in a game, but then to have people to interact with and like see that they love the character I voice. And, you know, it's always so weird to be the one to originate a character with your voice, because I'm like, that's literally how people imagine Elsie sounds, is just me. So it's just like so weird. Also, got my little figure of Elsie.
Look at that.
I need to get
That was
mine.
really crazy to have happen. And so I love her very much. And I'm just so grateful to have gotten the opportunity. So yeah.
Awesome. Love that. X-Men.
Yo. That figure is awesome. Yeah, I mean, how do you put it into words? When I first booted up the game, definitely go to the credits, check out everybody's names. It's been so great to meet all the fellow voice actors over in Discord or another, like LinkedIn, and talking about our experience on the games. It's so crazy because when recording the game, you don't really get to hear other people's performances. So going through the game myself, it's so awesome hearing these amazing performances from these great people that I've got to meet and learn from. It's like no other. Because, like Addie, this is my first legit video game, especially first game on consoles. And I don't know, it's just a real special experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Love that. Chuck.
Oh no. Gotta turn up your volume.
You just
How
like a
about that?
ghost.
Hey,
There you go. Hey, Cooper, stop letting them yak males chew on them cords, man.
I'm not paid for technology. I just talk into it. I ain't supposed to do nothing else. Now for Cooper, yeah, he's kind of like. Is my thing like crackling?
A little bit.
Not that bad.
Yeah,
You're
little
right,
bit.
though.
Yeah. So he's just kind of like me, but on a lot of coffee. So I try not to do coffee, so I don't go there on a daily basis because it tends to rub people the wrong way. Cooper ain't seen some of his family in so long, and I'm kind of going down the same road, but that's neither here nor there. I don't want to get too far into it, but you know, as we were going along with Cooper, I was just waiting for a time when I could just really unleash. And once they dropped the gate and let me roll, baby, I was happy. Start yelling for Mabel and the shotgun and everything else. I was like, man, it feels like I'm back on the farm.
Oh man, you guys are such a blast. And ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, right in the ticker in this stream, you can see it. mystreamy.com/mytimeatsandrock. You could get some amazing images of some of these amazing characters, so you can hang up on your wall and say, you know what, you have a little Sandrock just for you, which is gonna be pretty cool. So, all right, I have to ask because I don't think I asked the first group this, but how did the process of auditioning for this project, like, how was that for you? Was it just like any other audition? Was it under like a code name, like, oh yeah, you're auditioning for Iguana Squad or something like that? And like, is it just like, oh man, I automatically knew once I saw this that this was going to be something special? Like, what do you think about? Oh, that's hilarious right now. I literally just had Fred Tatasciore, aka Soldier 76, call me right now.
Oh, Fred.
It says Soldier 76. That's hilarious. So that's hilarious. But yes, and let's do this on the reverse. Let's start off with Chuck for this question.
Uh-oh.
No,
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're doing.
What was the question? I got a short memory.
Oh,
What was the audition like? Coop, what was the
Yes,
process like when you came into this thing?
That's right.
he's still stuck on the farm right now. He's
They
like,
thrown out some stuff. They said say things, and I just did the way I do it. They said, "Man, you sound great." I said, "Come on, let's go." Throw me in a box. I yell on the key. I keep it simple.
You know what? Chuck is a man of very
Mhm.
few words, hilarious words. But there are few nonetheless. So that's fair enough. Ryan,
All right.
how's it for you?
For me, I was in my last year of college at the time, so I was recording out of my dorm room.
Oh,
So it was not great sound, I would say. But I got that email, or I saw the posting rather, and it was under a code name, and I hadn't heard of the My Time series before, so I really had no clue. All the characters were abbreviations of their names, like I believe Burgess was BJS, you know? So it was pretty hush hush, I would say. So I had no idea what I was going into.
All right, fair enough. Adi?
Yeah, it was under a code name from what I remember, and it was like abbreviation, so I also had no idea. For me, there was like a couple of rounds we had to go through where we like got some feedback, did it again,
That's
got
true.
some feedback, did it
Yeah.
again. So
Yep.
I tried a different couple like voices, pulled back on the accent, made the accent more prominent, things like that. And it wasn't until the day before I had to record that they actually sent over the materials that had My Time at Sandrock on it. And that's
Yep.
when I could be like,
Mhm.
oh, that's what this is for. So, yeah.
Cool. Gerald's just laughing. He's like, I have a story.
Well, I mean, I told you a little bit about it. Like, it was rushed, but like they said, it was under code name. And then I was actually up when I did the audition. I got it, and I looked to my wife. I said, "Man, they want me to do a Southern accent. I don't know if I can really." So I'm like, well, maybe I just have to channel my granddad. Like, I think I lived around him long enough for me. So funny enough, a lot of Justice's, mannerisms and the way he says things comes from my grandpops. So, and I'm just like, I hope they like it. And I guess they did. So they emailed me back, and it was like one of those things, well, like the director really likes you, but they like you for 2 characters, but they want to choose you for 1. And so I did the retakes, for both characters, and they came back, and it was like, well, they picked you for like JS 57, and so on and so forth. Didn't know what it was, and like I said, it's like, so like the company we're dealing with is like the time zone is like really, really different. So the email I got was, can you record this on this day? And I'm like, it was like 2 days from now. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I'll be there. And then the next day I woke up in the morning and I get a call from the voice director, and she's so sweet. She's like, "Are you ready, Gerald? Are you ready to do this?" I'm thinking, oh, like, they said 2 days. I thought it was 48 hours. I said, yes, give me 5 minutes. So I'm like hopping downstairs, putting my pants on, heading into the booth, and then I check the email and I see the character and this and that. So I'm like literally like in awe of everything while I'm while I have to maintain my composure, record for this character. And then after that, I went and like Googled everything my time and saw how huge this was. And then I'm like, I probably shouldn't have did that because now the pressure is on.
Sure, yeah.
So, but yeah, but everything after that was just, I loved every session. Every session was fun. I want to say I'm sad that we didn't get to, record together, but at the same time, I'm kind of happy because I don't know if I could work with Chuck because Chuck would just keep me laughing the entire time.
It happened in the recording sessions. Yeah, I had to mute things because I was causing a riot over there. My bad.
Well, big
Haley.
shout out to Jonathan for being the awesome casting director for this whole
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
bang. Yeah, it was just, it's pretty standard industry practice to get kind of a code name and just protect the property and whatnot. But so I went in originally. I was cast for Jasmine, which is like cool, and then later on they're like, "Hey, can you play this character Mian?" And I did not realize that she was sort of the main. Besides the main character, she was sort of the on the face of all the on all the promotions and whatnot and all the advertising. I'm like, oh, cool. And then then realizing that she has like 1,000+ lines to do, which awesome, but it's like it feels, you go in and you're a little bit intimidated. It's like, oh, this is a lot of work to do. But it's been really fun, and it's a great experience to work with that many lines, because especially if you go because I have a feeling everyone here is going to go on to do AAA later on. And with AAA, it's pretty standard, especially with big games like that. So this is sort of like a great like practice run for that. And not only that, it's a great just experience altogether. Yeah.
And then for me, so that night, I just did like my usual. So I sweep through the different audition channels, so either Discord, Twitter, all the pay-to-play sites. And I was getting a little tired. I was like, man, there's not really all that much stuff that I really like. And all of a sudden, I saw a retweet on the project, and I was like, wow, this sounds really cool. And I saw that they were urgently casting, and I was like, okay, this is an archetype that I can do. And then I saw the contract, and I was like, whoa. All right, I've got to sign something before I even audition. Like, all right, okay, so let's get to it. And I put my heart into that. And a common thing is that you'll hear is send and forget, send and forget. This was something that I didn't want to forget,
Right.
and I'm glad that I
Yeah.
didn't have to. So the whole recording process, it was really cool. Loved working with everybody at Jim Meister, and the voice director's super nice. And something that I'm not used to was getting material same day. And like that is understandable with projects that are kind of more tight-lipped. So that was a little bit more of like a growing experience for me, because I come from theater and I'd like to prep a lot. Yep, theater kids, what's up?
Yeah. That's the end.
So that was different, but it was a good chance to first practice cold reading and also just character dev on the fly. So it was fun. They were gracious. They gave me a little bit of feedback, and I'm happy that it sounded good. Like I searched up some playthroughs on YouTube. Really grateful for a lot of you guys who are streaming the game. That way we can just go ahead and see what everything is like, and I'm happy with how everybody's sounding. Yeah.
Nice.
Throw in one thing. I'm very thankful for Jim Meister and Pathia for taking on newer voice actors.
Right.
Myself included. This is my first official credit on my IMDb page, and I got other
Let's
stuff
go.
that was supposed to be coming out and got canned, and it's like, I almost had my first one. Oh, you bastards! But they kept with us, and everything has been awesome with them. Pathia, the developers are great. The folks at Jim Meister have been fantastic, and I would be happy to do more with them in the future anytime.
Definitely.
Just want to give a big shout out to Whether a Witch and Panda on the comments. I just wanted to let them know that I'm seeing them right now.
Right.
So I know they were like saying, Haley! And I'm like, hey! So
So much love going on in the chat, man. We love y'all. We love y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, guys, we have over 50 people in
Yeah!
this
Sweet.
stream right now. Throw down the hearts. We have. I'm looking at the time. We have 5 minutes
Oh
left
Oh
no!
no.
in this Q&A.
Ugh,
Like,
heartbreaking.
I feel like the other Q&A was literally like a half an hour. Also, like I feel like this one just
Yeah.
super
Oh my
flew
god.
by. Oh my goodness. So, but okay, we're gonna have a little lightning
Okay.
round real quick. Because I know since you guys are brand new, up and coming. Well, not brand new. You guys are up and coming and established voice actors right now. What word of advice would you have for any person that was you about 4 years ago trying to get in here to be like you guys in a super awesome game like My Time I Said Wrong? Let's play a little hot
Okay.
potato. So we'll start with Adi.
I think mostly it's just about like being perseverant through the rejections, because a lot of this career is just getting rejected over and over and over again. But it's about knowing that, it's not that you were wrong for it or that you're a bad actor. It's just that, sometimes they want to go in a different direction. And you just have to keep trying, keep your love for it, keep practicing, and keep putting your all into every audition you do. Because even if you don't get selected for anything, that casting director, that voice director could, listen to your voice and be like, I want them later on. So yeah, that's my advice.
I like that. Chuck, haha, you thought I was going to go Gerald. Go, Chuck.
I reckon if I had to say anything, it would be don't lose faith in yourself. Whenever I got out of high school, my whole plan was to go into theater, drama, and all that. And I gave it up to join the military after 9/11.
Wow.
I spent 19 years making a circle to come back to my first love, which was acting. And it's not always a straight line that you have to walk to get to where you want to be. And but the journey to get there is amazing.
Love that. Love that.
Well, to
Haley.
second what Addie said, yeah, perseverance is key. Especially if you move out to a big market like LA. It's one of those things where you just have to keep going. There's so many people out there that are like, oh, this was going to be my last audition, and then they wind up being, that's their breakthrough. So I would say 10 years ago when I first started doing all this, just keep going.
Sweet. Gerald.
Two things. One, this journey to become a voice actor is a marathon, not a sprint. Keep that in mind. It might not seem like you're going where you want to go as fast as you want to get there, but keep at it, like so many of these others said, because you deal with a lot of rejection, but just that's what they mean by the send and forget. Just keep it going. Look, there's always the next one. There's always the next one.
Yep.
And two, one thing I always tell people is voice acting is acting. So hone your craft at acting, and that's going to take you so many places. It's not just using your voice. It's nice to have a sexy, sensual, deep voice like Anthony Kelly up here.
Or you.
Back at you, bro.
Yeah.
But just acting, keep at it, and if you can, get you a good support system, because that makes the world of a difference on those dark days when you don't feel like you're where you need to be. So,
Where's your Anthony?
Probably a quote that I've been thinking about a lot lately. It comes from a show that I've been watching. It's the shorthand version of it is move forward, gain one. And basically what that means is I know a lot of times that we're scared of keeping to ourselves, like what will others think of me? Will I fail? So if we stick to ourselves, we won't gain anything. But if we push forward, we'll gain one, which is that experience, those friends. Enroll in class and have fun. Don't be scared to mess up, because we're all going to do it on a regular basis. No matter how much prep you put into the booth, even after you take so many classes, mouth clicks are going to come in. Oh, well, software can't fix that. do it again. And hey, you get another experience of walking into that character's shoe once again and maybe finding something new or reestablishing something that you've been building on. So just keep at it. Don't be afraid to just stick to your own shell, but branch out and share the love with acting with other people, and you'll go far.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ryan?
Yeah, so an actionable step I love, Voice Acting Mastery with Crispin Freeman. That podcast is wonderful to listen to. So many great interviews on there. It's a great listen because it's podcast on the go, whatever. You can just absorb information. And 2, similar to what other people said, don't forget that you love to act. You know, it can become a pressure on you. It can become a burden on you, but you love it, right?
Yep.
You know, it's something that you want to do. So try your best not to forget that you love what you're doing.
Sure.
For sure.
I love that. And ladies and gentlemen, we are hitting overtime, so we're going to wrap this up. So what we're going to do, go down the line, tell everybody where you're going to be going on social media in about 10 or so minutes to sign your stuff. We're going to start with Anthony and roll it
Yeah,
down to
so
Chuck.
I will be
Go ahead,
just
Nick.
chilling on Twitch at twitch.tv/AO Kelly Jr. I'll probably boot up some Sandrock, play a little bit, and if you guys want to come chill, come through. If not, do you. I hope that you've got a really good night. I really appreciate you supporting the game and being here with us.
Thank you for that, Anthony.
Okay, so you can find me
Haley.
on my YouTube channel. That's Haley Nelson Official, and that's where I'll be doing my signings for both Sandrock and Gwaine Saga. Those were the main orders that I got for this. And then of course, on Twitter, but mostly everything will be kind of done on YouTube. So pretty much for those of you who are watching this on my channel right now, just stay put. So
There you go.
All right.
Gerald.
I know most of you follow me on Twitter, but I'll be doing the live signing on Instagram. That's Instagram, my Voices of G. Just type in Voices of G, G-E-E, 2 E's. And I'll be on there, and I hope to see y'all. And I want to just say real quick, thank you all. Everything we said about this voice acting industry, you guys make it that much easier because of the love and support that you guys send us. That means so much to us. So we love y'all.
Okay,
up,
I will
Addie.
be signing on Instagram. It is just Addie No Fall, just my name, so it's pretty easy.
So you're not going to sleep right now.
she's gonna push on.
Afterwards.
The commitment.
Afterwards.
Well deserved.
Okay. Really? Ryan.
All right, Instagram for me too. Same thing as my name, Ryan X Mesher. So you can check it out over there. And thank you guys so much. I've been reading all the chat as this has been going, and it's just what a wonderful show of support for this amazing cast and awesome game. Thank you.
Nice. And Chuck.
Yep, you can find me on YouTube at what is my channel? At Morley Gray Videos. Sounds scary, but it ain't. Or you can find you just hit up the Google with the old hit Chuck Montgomery, Morley Gray. Pop up everywhere. Better or worse.
God. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget you can catch us at streamly.com for all the fantastic talent that we have here. Of course, go to streamly.com/mytimeatsandrock and get your stuff before they sign. You can always go to streamly.live on Instagram and see all the fantastic new events that we have coming up. And if you guys want to slide into my DMs, let me know what new games and new things that are out there that you want to see at Streamly. You can hit me up at official Rob Fury on all social media. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you very much for joining us here today for this amazing block view of My Time at Sandrock. Everybody, we'll see you later.